Hey, I am Lauren Schaefer. I'm an engineer on the IBM DevOps Services team. In February, I brought you a virtual tour of Jazz Hub with screenshots. I showed off our facelift, our features, and our fabulousness. It's April. I wanted to bring things to the next level. So I'm going to give you a video tour today of IBM DevOps Services. I'm going to show you our advanced auto deploy, our authentication, and our awesomeness. So you may have heard me say IBM DevOps Services and be thinking, what the heck is that? Well, in April, we got a new name. Jazz Hub became IBM DevOps Services, and you'll see that in the upper left-hand corner of our screens. Let's get started with the tour. Let's sign in. So here you'll see our new authentication. Just as you could before, you can continue to log in with your Jazz ID, but you also have the option of logging in with your IBM ID. So I'm going to do that. And the nice thing about using your IBM ID is it's going to give you a more seamless experience across other IBM sites. So as I authenticate, I'm going to be brought to the My Stuff page, where I'll be able to see a list of all the projects that I'm a member of. For this demo, what else would I open but my awesome app? And this is going to take me to my project homepage. It looks pretty similar to the way it did in February, with a couple of new tweaks. We have this new Members tab that I'm going to click and open. And it gives me a nice list of everyone who's a member of my project. I can see I have Kristen and Prachi. I have an option to remove them if I'd like, but I love them and I want them on my team, so I think I'll leave them. And I also can invite members. Another thing you'll like are some new options in our project settings page. So I'm going to get to that by clicking on the gear icon in the upper right-hand corner. On the Options tab, we have a couple of options I think you'll like. So you can easily change between private and public, and you can also configure whether or not your project should deploy to Bluemix. This next tab I think you're going to love. You guys have been asking for it. You want to change ownership of your project to someone else, and now you can. So go to the Change Owner tab, and you can select who you'd like to transfer ownership of your project to. All right, let's head over to the Edit Code section. So when I click Edit Code, it's going to open up our new web IDE. And we have a lot of new features here. Some of them are we now support Cloud Foundry version 6 manifests. We have additional syntax highlighting, and we have scoped code templates. My favorite new feature in the web IDE is that when I click the Deploy button, I now have the option of selecting which organization and which space I want to deploy to in Bluemix. So it's just giving me more control over where my application is going, which I really like. So I have this awesome application, and I'd like to edit it. Let's make it more awesome. So I clicked on app.js, and I am going to scroll down to a section that's easy to edit. And let's call this the Awesome app. I'm going to save it using a keyboard shortcut. And now I'm going to push my changes. So I'm going to go over to the Get Status page. And here I will stage my application, stage my change, and I'm going to commit it. And here I'll type task 67. This is a really cool feature I'm excited about. So what this will do is automatically create a link for me between this git commit and task 67. So you can use any work item keyword like work item or story or task followed by the ID of the work item, and the link will be created for you. So I'm going to submit this. And now I'm going to push my commit. Awesome. Okay, so my commit's gone. I've pushed it. Let's go check out the work item. So I'm going to click on Track and Plan in the upper corner here. And I am going to open Task 67. Here we can see that my task was to increase the awesomeness of the app, which I think I did. So I'm going to click on the Links tab, and here you can see the link was automatically created for me. I'm going to click on it to open it, and we'll see a summary of my commit as well as the work item. Pretty awesome. Okay, so I've saved my favorite feature for last. You may have noticed that the Auto Deployment tab is missing from the left-hand side of the project page. That's because it's graduated, and it's now Build and Deploy. So our auto deploy feature that we debuted in February is now our simple auto deployment. It's still easy, it's still simple, it's still awesome. And now you can even configure it. So you can select your organization, your space, and what you want the name of your application to be. Awesome, right? That's not where the awesomeness stops. I'm going to click on the Advanced tab. The Advanced Auto Deploy allows you to configure a build engine to compile your source. This is fantastic. You're getting so much control over your application and its deployment. What I really like about this is not only does it build your application, it can also run your unit tests for you automatically. So you can pass or fail your build based on the result of your unit tests. And this is build and deploy. So obviously we can deploy as well. So whenever someone pushes to your repository, you can build, you can run your unit tests, and you can deploy to Bluemix. Awesome, right? Okay, so I gave you a highlight reel of what's new. There are tons of new features. If you want to see all of them, you can go to our help menu and click on what's new. And you'll also notice in our help menu we have a couple of new tutorials down here that'll help walk you through some of these new features. Thanks for watching. I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.